LeBron another MRI on the knee. What does he call it? They called it a normal MRI. Like I didn't know there was a special kind.
I didn't know that either.
You got that roster out there, and it's painfully obvious. I mean, the pieces just don't match. And I think LeBron is thinking to himself, if there was anybody that was supposed to be getting injured at this point in their career, it was me, not Anthony Davis. He figured like, hey, maybe AD is the guy. Like when you look at the Lakers and you say, okay, LeBron leaves after 2018. He has the blueprint, right? The blueprint is we're gonna get, I just did it with Kyrie. I got a young up and coming superstar who, look, if I need to get 40, I can do that. But I got another dude that's really supposed to be that guy. And when he had Anthony Davis and they win the one championship, I don't think you can say it's been a total disappointment. But kind of like when he was in Miami, they got to that second one, and it was kind of like Dwayne Wade was shot. He was past his prime. Chris Bosh ended up with the blood clots. That was even after he left. But when you look at Anthony Davis was supposed to be the guy that was carrying him. And between his injuries and LeBron and Russell Westbrook not being able to hit a jump shot or fit in, what do you think the long-term prognosis for the Lakers are? And then even in the short term, do you think they're in jeopardy of not making the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're like 26-31. You've got injury concerns for LeBron. You've got injury concerns for Anthony Davis. You probably wish you had Russell Westbrook out with an injury at this point, just to get him off the court and get some better decision-making out there. The fact that they did nothing at the trade deadline was mind-blowing.
I was going to ask you. I was like, maybe you got something. I know you connected. I was just at the house thinking, like, you're going to – and those type of trades, and I'm not going to say LeBron's leaving or anything, but I'm always leery of those type of things with LeBron, right? Like when the Cavs didn't give up the Nets pick, I told people, oh, he's out of here. He's gone. A pick? He's like, so if the Lakers are sitting there, like, and they're like, we're going to stand pat, what do you think, what is going through his head right now?
Well, I like the reporting, I think, by Ramona Shelburne, who said basically Lakers, the front office went to LeBron and AD and Westbrook and said, look, you guys are the one to put this roster together. You guys got to figure it out. I'm like, wow. Like, how would you like to hear that if you're LeBron? Like, oh, okay.
Oh, you could have told me this by myself.
Like,
really?
Like, yes, they were the ones that, had the meeting with Westbrook and pushed for the trade. Okay. You still have Taylor Horton-Tucker, who you could have traded. You have Kendrick Nunn. You have a 2027 first-round pick, which is not super valuable, but it's something. You have second-round picks. You could have done something. Like, it's their assets were limited. Okay, I get that. But you could have done something. I had 4 teams on my list that had to do something. And it was like Lakers, Knicks, I don't remember the other 2 now. I think the Nets and Philly were like the other 2. And obviously they did. And the Knicks and Lakers did nothing. And I just thought, what message is that sending to LeBron, who is used to the Cavs did something every trade deadline.
Every trade deadline.
Jordan Clarkson and Rodney Hood and George Hill and Larry Nance Jr. Whether
Joe
it was
Smith or Ben Wallace back in the day.
Yeah. I was in college when that happened. That was great. Wally Zerbiak.
They thought they was doing something.
But even like a Channing Frye, where just somebody to come in and help change the culture a little bit, and just to spread the floor, to shoot a little bit, just to get one good veteran in there. And Horton-Tucker is a god-awful fit. He is one of the worst 3-point shooters in the NBA. And the recipe for success has always been put shooters around LeBron. And especially when you have Anthony Davis, who's hitting like 18% of his threes, and Russell Westbrook.
He fell off a cliff.
Russell Westbrook, who obviously can't shoot threes. And then you have Horton-Tucker, who's shooting like 25% from 3. I mean, how is that supposed to work? So in my mind, you had to flip Horton-Tucker and maybe for like an Eric Gordon, somebody who can shoot threes. Doesn't have the upside, but he helps you win right away. Something. And even if you dump 2 veteran contracts for like 1 and you open up a roster spot, okay, that does something. Goran Dragic, who's going to be a free agent now, maybe that opens up a roster spot for him. They did nothing. And I just thought
that looks real good. Dragic on that squad, that looks real good.
Yeah.
right about now.
Now he's not a great shooter either, but at least he gives them another playmaker. But why would he go there? Why would he go there at this point? I would much rather go to the Bucks or the Heat.
Yeah,
or,
somewhere like that.
So
I would think he would go back to Miami before he did that.
He could,
and they like him out there too.